If you have welding experience, you know how this particular labor activity comes with its fair share of safety hazards. Paul here has some good welding experience, but that doesn't mean he can skip his site inspection thinking he can easily handle any problem that might come along. Well. As you can see, when inspecting and preparing your site, the underlying threat is fire. If the site has a sprinkler system, confirm that it's operational, which Paul didn't do. Also, make sure you have a fire extinguisher nearby, which Paul didn't do either. Before starting any hot work project, carefully inspect your worksite using the 35-foot rule. Within this area around the site, remove any and all combustibles. If they can't be removed, guard them with a fire-resistant material and order a fire watch. Before using a torch to cut empty containers that once stored flammable material, clean and vent the containers thoroughly. Do the same for any confined spaces where you will conduct hot work. Keep your oxygen and fuel tanks outside the confined space at all times, and, if leaving the site for any reason, turn the tanks off and bleed the lines. Remember, for any work site, you have the right to request a hot work permit from your employer. They improve safety conditions and are a recognized best practice across all industries. Choose personal protection equipment that fits you well and doesn't show any signs of damage or wear and tear. Use fire-resistant clothing and choose eye protection with the proper lens shading. Plus, if necessary, a respirator with the proper filtering, all according to the job. While doing hot work, account for any potential falling metal, either by securing it or by making sure coworkers and sensitive equipment are clear. Know which components of your equipment and your work surface pose electrical hazards, and don't do hot work in moist conditions. Stay aware of your surroundings, have a spotter with you if necessary, and know when to take a break, avoiding fatigue that can cause carelessness. Store your welding cylinders separately, keeping them upright and secure at all times. On the job, check your equipment and connections, and monitor your tank's pressure carefully, making sure to turn your acetylene on first and off last. And finally, when shutting down, always bleed your lines after turning off the valves. Hot work is such a common task performed in agricultural workplaces, often without incident. It can be easy to get complacent about safety. But the frequency means there is more risk for injury, not less. So remain confident in your abilities, but always incorporate a safety mindset every time you break out your welding kit, grinder, or other hot work equipment. It's best for you, your teammates on the job, and your families. After all,